I don't know what to tell you. You're missing out. This is some premium information. Anyway, we got a new show. More help needed to reach those stranded by deadly Kentucky flooding. Many require insulin or other care, resident says. So this is just an update on this story that I think happened a couple of days ago. I'm not sure. Hundreds remain unaccounted for after last week's flooding that has killed more than 3 dozen in eastern Kentucky. I saw that the last time I saw a count, it was 38. The last time I saw it. But the governor says, and heat will soon compound the challenges for searchers already hindered by destroyed roads and bridges. Now, I just want to say, remember when Joe Biden got through Infrastructure Week? Right? Remember that? Infrastructure Week? Does anyone remember? Oh yeah, we're going to rebuild America. Build back better. Infrastructure Week. Anyone?
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
So anyway. So, okay, what happened here, right? So, all of the infrastructure is garbage. And it got destroyed immediately. Right? Destroyed immediately. Like a little bit of resistance from the elements and the weather. All the infrastructure, bye-bye. Gone. Destroyed. Right? And then no one has health care. Right? So you think, oh shit, we just send in a box of free insulin to everybody that needs it. But wait, oh, how are you going to pay for it? How are you going to pay for it? Oh, like imagine you wake up and you're trying to go downstairs to get a cup of coffee and whoops, there is no downstairs, right? Because there's fucking flooding, right? Your entire family's dead. And then you're like, oh shit, I need to get my insulin. It's in the fridge downstairs. Wait a second, it's not there anymore. And then, like, some goofball comes to your fucking rescue, and then you're like, oh, I need insulin. And they're like, oh, do you have, like, $60 or however much it cost? Like, $150 fucking $7? And then, like, okay, now imagine, like, this is the climate change world, right? Extreme flooding, and then it's so hot that, like, and it's so humid because of the flooding. And then think of, like, the chemicals in the water. Think of, like, how much, like, fucking filth and waste is in the water. Probably sewage overflow as well. Right? In the extreme heat. Like, people are gonna just pass out from the fucking fumes going on here, man. What a stupid fucking government. I mean, it's a seriously dumb shit for brains government. Remember that Infrastructure Week? Remember? The bipartisan infrastructure program. It's bipartisan! When did that pass? Like a year ago? Right. It's almost like that was a fucking piece of garbage the whole time. Reaching the missing isn't the only challenge. Many people known to have survived are still stranded because of the washed out roads. And there's a desperate need to either deliver supplies they need or move them, a resident of flood-hit Knott County says. I still have aunts and uncles that are stuck in hollers. They are diabetics. They need insulin, Knott County resident Zach Hall told CNN on Tuesday morning. I went to visit one yesterday, was lucky enough to get up there and deliver supplies with an ATV, but there was no road, and that's what people need to understand. It's the infrastructure here is just completely destroyed. It makes relief efforts difficult, Hall said. At least 37 people have died in the flooding, Governor Andy Beshear said on Monday. The flooding kicked off with heavy rains early Thursday in areas already saturated by previous days of rain. The death toll is expected to rise. We are still looking for people, and sadly we're still finding those bodies, Beshear told CNN on Monday evening. Like, I don't even, like, my brain... I can't. Stifling heat won't help. Wednesday will be the driest day of the week, but that will allow temperatures to climb into the 90s Fahrenheit. Because of the humidity, it will feel like nearly 100 degrees Fahrenheit. We still have back roads and county roads that are broken off and our bridges are out, and so it's really difficult to get some people in the most remote places. You would think, right, that, oh, we should have rescue plans. Oh, if there's gonna... So we know the infrastructure's destroyed. Okay. So instead of fixing the infrastructure, you want to develop a plan for when it fails? Nah. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not gonna fix the fucking roads, the pipes, everything, the bridges, can you at least have a backup plan for when that shit fucking hits the fan? It's Looney Tunes. The disaster also knocked out essential power and water utilities, which repair crews have been struggling to restore because of dangerous conditions and washed out roads. More than 8,000 customers in eastern Kentucky were still without power Tuesday morning, according to PowerOutage.us. More than 25,000 service connections were without water Monday, and an additional 44,119 were under a boil water advisory. So let's assume you do get some water. You gotta boil it with no electricity? Well, I don't know. It's getting pretty hot outside. Maybe you can just leave it out into the sun and it'll boil? So there's a boil water advisory, but no way to boil the water. Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? What a good country. Yeah, we know you don't have any access to your appliances. But, yeah, you gotta boil the water before you drink it. Otherwise, you might die. Great. Oh, I mean, it's just sad. It's sad. Like, this country is sad. It's just fucking sad. And, like, these fucking politicians are still walking around going like, oh yes, we did the bipartisan infrastructure deal. The biggest bipartisan program deal in the history of bipartisanship. We got the infrastructure week. Infrastructure week. Woo! 1 year later, this. Isn't that great?